Hi, it's Vicky here and welcome back to another card making video. Today I'm going to play with the new release by Spellbinders. This is designed by Simon Hurley and I'm going to play with some of the new dies. So this is one of the sets that gives you lovely big flowers, perfect focal points for any card. And this set is called In Bloom. Then there is another set from the same release. This is called Everyday Sentiments and you will get a bunch of sentiments and it's kind of your go-to die set when it comes to sentiments along with their outlines. You will find lots and lots of words here for pretty much any occasion, such as thank you, hello, happy birthday, love, thinking, thanks, hugs, and you can mix and match so you can create thinking of you and a bunch of other phrases. Then there is another set, the stained glass window, which is absolutely gorgeous. Look at all that intricate design. This is perfect not only for creating a stained glass effect, but also it is great to use for creating a shaker window, as well as a window where you can see the inside on your card. I will be using the outline today to create the shape of my card, and then I will also use the panel, the beautiful intricate panel, to add some interest on my background. And then finally you get a set with the butterflies. Again, very intricate designs of butterflies along with their outline, so you can have two layers of butterflies, one on top of the other. You will find 6 different designs and sizes of butterflies in this set, and I feel like this release by Simon is really versatile. It's one of those releases that you can use again and again throughout the year for any type of occasion. So for today I'm going to create a lovely card by using as many of those products as I can. Actually I will use 3 out of the 4 sets. I couldn't fit in the butterflies in this card. But I'm starting by scoring my card base at 4 1/4. I'm going to chop off the excess and I'm going for a shaped card today. So what I'm going to do is to place the outline of the stained glass etched window, and I'm going to make sure that one side is completely outside of that fold. This way, when I run it through my die cutting machine, I will end up with this lovely shaped card. And you can see I'm using some low tack tape to keep the die in place, making sure that it is nice and sturdy before I run it through. And you can see here the result, absolutely fun. I always like to send cards that have a different shape, just for a completely different look and feel. Now for the top, I'm going to use the intricate design, the stained glass design, and I'm going to run it through my die cutting machine by using white cardstock. I'm going for a white on white look today, but you can definitely cut it out from foiled cardstock and it's going to give you a stunning look, like out of golden or silver cardstock. And now you see that as I was running this die through my die cutting machine, I didn't use the outline, I forgot completely about it. So I'm going to run it a second time with that on the outside. This way I'm going to create a panel that I can stick on top of my card base. Now I'm going to use my blending brush and I'm going lightly direct on top of my card base, and the color that I'm using here is Cerulean blue. Very lightly I'm going to ink up the background, and I'm actually not going to cover it up completely. Just a little bit will do. I still want to have a very airy and light effect at the background, like white on white, but that light blending is going to help the top layer to pop a little bit more. I'm also swapping a little bit of that same color on my glass mat. I am diluting it with water, and with a very thin brush I'm going to add some splatters just because I love them, and I always find that they add that extra something on a background, making it interesting without making it busy at the same time. And I'm going to stick this panel on top. For that I'm using my matte glue from my own collection, just because I know that this is going to dry completely matte, and if it oozes in between that intricate design, it's not going to show, it's going to completely disappear. So if you are a messy crafter, then this is a perfect glue for you. And you can see I have a lovely background and I can build on top my flowers. Here is a close-up, I think it looks stunning. So for the flowers now, I'm going to use different colors of cardstock, and I'm not going to torture you showing you how I'm going to cut out each and every one of those dies. So by the magic of video editing, here they are all together. So for both the flowers I used 3 shades of pink, a darker, a medium and a lighter one, and you can see here I'm putting everything together. There is also the center of each of the flowers. I went with just yellow cardstock, as well as cut out a bunch of leaves to have for my final composition. Now you can definitely start from white cardstock and color it in with your favorite mediums. You can ink blend a little bit on already cut out pieces like this one to add some shadows. I decided to go completely flat for this card, so I'm not adding any blending here. You can definitely go with pattern paper if you like, which is going to give you the opportunity to use some of the pattern papers that you are hoarding. And for the layers you can definitely go directly one on top of the other with glue. However, you know I like dimensions, so I used foam squares in between. You can also fluff up the leaves if you like to give it an extra dimension. You can even duplicate some of those layers to make it even fluffier. Now for this flower you can see there's a slit, and you can add the center, the yellow part on the inside. And then there is another part that you can add at the background. Of course, keep in mind that you can go monochromatic if you like, or you can use completely different colors, which is going to give those flowers a definitely different look. And now I'm going to create my composition. For that, I just always like to play and decide how everything is going to go on my card, and once I'm happy then I commit and stick everything down. Again, for that I'm using my matte glue. You can definitely add foam squares at the back of your flowers if you like to pop them, but they already have lots of dimensions since I used foam squares on some of them. That's why I'm using my glue. Now I'm also going to tuck underneath some of the leaves that I have cut out. And with those big flowers as focal points on top of your card, it definitely smells like spring. And I always say that cards with flowers are perfect for any occasion. Just use any sentiment that you like and send out the card to make someone happy. So in my case, I wanted to keep this quite generic to use it for any occasion. That's why I'm going to go with the word hello and the outline that I cut out. From white cardstock the outline, and from black cardstock the actual words. I'm going to stick them down by using foam squares at the back. And because I always like some bling on my cards, I'm going to add some gems, a few of them in the flowers, at the centers mainly. And I'm going to call this card done. I'm absolutely happy with how it looks. It is definitely stunning. You can see here some close-up photos where you can look at all those details better. Just like always, you will find a full list of all the supplies that I used down below in the description. If you did have fun, don't forget to leave me a comment and like the video, it really helps. Thank you all so much for watching me today and have a lovely day.